Living in Westwood, New Jersey for almost 20 years has been amazing. We've got the train to Manhattan, you've got shopping, you've got coffee shops, you've got great restaurants here as well. But I like to keep things real. There's a few things that drive me nuts about living in Westwood. So today I'm sharing my top 3 things that absolutely drive me just a little bit bonkers living here. And trust me, if you live here, I'm sure you're nodding your head in agreement, or you're going to put some hate in the comments, which go for it. All right, so number one, let's start with the big one. We're actually pretty far from the Garden State Parkway, like unnecessarily far. You can't just hop onto the major highway and expect to get somewhere relatively quickly. In Westwood, you actually have to commit and add some extra time. It's literally a 10 to 15-minute trek to get from the center of town, or even if you're east of the center of town, you got to cross the train tracks, make your way into Township of Washington, eventually get to the Garden State Parkway. So honestly, it becomes a commitment about 10 to 15 minutes from the center of Westwood just to get to the Garden State Parkway. It's not really a hop, skip, and a jump, so it's going to take you a little time and you want to plan accordingly. So when you're running just a little bit late, that little bit of extra time can feel like you're driving across Texas because you have a lot to maneuver to get to the Garden State Parkway. Second thing that drives me crazy, let's just face it, downtown Westwood is awesome. You have everything you could possibly need. It's like the little Ridgewood here in Bergen County. But here's the thing, if you need to drive through the center of town to get from one side to the other, you might go a little crazy. If it's a Saturday morning, people are trying to parallel park, people are trying to cross, getting Goldberg's or Starbucks coffee, it could get a little nutty. Also, rush hour times, it could take 5, 10, 15 minutes just getting from one side to the other to make your way to the Garden State Parkway. You mentally have to factor in that extra time. But here's a pro tip. If you live here, what I do, because I live just east of the center of town, head north and go to Irvington Street. It's a great little cut through that avoids all of that mayhem of downtown, but if you're in a hurry, it could get a little daunting. It's going to cut through that area, get you over those train tracks, and then to the Garden State Parkway, Trader Joe's, or wherever you're heading. So speaking of the train, let's talk about the third thing that can drive you just a little bit crazy living here in Westwood. Sure, it's awesome to have a train that's going to take you to Hoboken or you can transfer to Penn Station. But when those gates come down and you're sitting there in traffic, depending on where you are in the line of cars, you might have to take a couple of cycles of people going through just to be able to cross over the train tracks to get to wherever you need to get to. That's the thing about living here. You've got to factor in a little bit of extra time. If that train comes or the center of town is a little bit crazy with mayhem and cars and people, it might take you a little bit of time. Honestly, that traffic buildup can be brutal, especially on a Saturday or during the heavy rush hour times with people coming home or leaving for work. So those are my 3 annoyances with living in Westwood for just about 20 years. I wouldn't trade it for any other town in Bergen County. You have such a great feel in this town. It's all about the charm, the vibe, the people. It really gels well with who we are and why we've loved living here for so long. But hey, if you've got your own Westwood pet peeves, definitely put them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what drives you just a little bit crazy about living here in Westwood. If you're thinking about moving to Westwood or anywhere in the Pascack Valley or Bergen County in general, I am happy to be a resource for anything that you might need in this area or other parts of New Jersey as well. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.